Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing you my guide for Bayonetta on hard difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 4, the Cardinal Virtue of Fortitude. And this is just going to be nothing but a boss battle. A extensively long boss battle. I mean, this one's probably like 12 minutes of footage or something like that. But anyway, we're finally taking down the, looks like two-headed dragon, or no, three-headed maybe. I can't see the other one. I think it's, well, okay, it's got two dragon heads, but it has like another bigger head that it actually uses. I think these are just pretty much arms or something. Something that it uses. So, in this boss fight, you have the ability, one, you can knock back fireballs. So, keep that in mind. But typically when you're witch time, because I tried it right there and I fucked it up. So, it might be better just to do it in witch time instead. Now, the fireballs are pretty easy to dodge. Most of the attacks are pretty easy to dodge. It's just it gets really annoying when they knock you down here, and you have to deal with all the lava and getting around and what have you. So once they drop this hourglass thing, pick it up as quick as you can, so that way you can get everything rebuilt and you can pretty much fight off these, you know, this boss a little bit better, a little bit easier, I think. You have I forget what they're called. Well, it's pretty much Wicked Wheeze, but is it like some kind of like Umbran attack or something? Well, anyway, you have, like, you know, these Wicked Weave attacks that automatically come out no matter what. So, for every hit you do, you're going to have a Wicked Weave come out and hit for you, which I think is cool. The annoying part there was, I thought we had another time to, you know, throw them again, but that doesn't come up until, like, a little bit later. So, once, there has to be a certain, like, climax that you can do that for. You can't do it on the ground, unfortunately, for some reason. So, whenever they're knocked down, like up there, and then they fall down, that's when you can pretty much do it. So, oh yeah, you have to jump on the rocks to do this. Sorry guys about the shitty commentary today. I pretty much kind of just woke up, you know, did everything I needed to, and I'm like out of breath for some god knows who knows what reason. It's been quite the hectic weekend, and, you know, now I finally had the chance to relax, and I can't even do that right. So, yeah, I need to figure out what to say here, and it's mostly just a boss fight. There's really nothing to technically go into full detail on besides just a few attacks that you can dodge and maybe a few tips. There's really not much. Again, like I said, the only time you can do this 3 slam attack and rip off a head is when it's up on top of that stadium thing, and then you knock it down. So, I guess this was a Coliseum, isn't it? Yeah. I remember talking about that earlier. I was like, I can't wait to... It'd be kind of cool to go to, like, a Coliseum place in, like, you know, Bayonetta 3 or something. And, well, we technically kind of have one, like a gladiator dome thing. So, that's pretty cool. I mean, we mostly get a boss fight out of it, but still, that's literally all this chapter is, just a boss fight, guys. The cool part is, like, when you do chapter select, you can see which levels have certain bosses. So, if you were ever maybe wanting to go back and, you know, fight certain bosses, and, you know, you can do that. I did die, actually, here. So, not right now, but I know I do die in this chapter specifically. And I'm getting pretty fucking close to doing it. So, I'm going to start using items because that's just how I am. And I'm probably going to do that a lot, especially with, like, Infinite Climax mode. Just start using items like crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought you could skip that, but you can't, so that's unfortunate. Thing is, this boss fight has, like, 2 phases to it. It has, like, 3 health bars, and the idea is to break off one of the or both heads. Both heads of the dragon. You can also, I think, get witch time off that, too, if you dodge it just at the right time. And I pretty much fucked it up. You can pretty much dodge... For the most part, I think you can get witch time off of most of this stuff. I think you can get witch time off that. Pretty sure you can. I don't see why not. Most attacks you can't for some strange, odd reason. But, hey, I'm not the, you know, developer, so I can't say much. Oh, shit, I about died here. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Oh. So I go to make some items, I guess. Good thing, too. Or just mainly use some health items, it looks like. Oh, man. Yeah, something's wrong with me. Jesus Christ. Try my hardest, guys. I'm trying my hardest to do this the best I can. So just bear with me on this one. This one's going to be a tough one to get through. So yeah, once you pound his ass just enough. You basically knock him down, and you can get that drop attack, which is sort of useful. After you throw him once, you have an opportunity to start attacking again. So I'd say go for that instead of what I did, which was shoot him, because I thought you can get that second attack, but you can't. Now, fighting him on the ground is not too bad, which I wish I could just do more often, because I think you can attack his feet, but I don't think I ever had the opportunity to do that. Well, I think I tried it and it didn't work, and I was like, this is weird. So now we knocked him down on the ground completely, which is odd. Well, I think if he's on the platform that you're... Okay, no, it still works there too, so we're going to have to knock him off the top of the Coliseum then. So it's only just when he's standing up there, and that's the only time it works. Good thing is, if you get those dodge attacks, you get plenty of time to beat the shit out of them. Now, I know people are probably thinking, like, why aren't you using the sword, you know? Like, you use that thing constantly. Well, one, I didn't really feel like switching, and two, it just... You know, I was like, this is kind of cool. I'll stick with this. This works. I mean, they're both relatively the same. You know, I think you might get more damage out of the sword, but I think it's probably just got less attacks, and it's not as fast, maybe? I don't know. I mean, that, to me, would make sense. You know, they got to balance it out. Make sure that you're not, like, super overpowered until, you know, you buy something really fucking powerful. Or, you know, when you beat the game enough times, it's like, alright, we'll let you just break it. That, I think, would be fun. Good thing is you can get the jump attacks on this part here, too. So if you want to just get some free hits, just jump up and pound his face. For a minute, I thought my computer was going off again. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, it's been doing that a lot. It started up today where it just made this really loud noise. Like the vent was just going haywire, and I hate that. So, of course, me being me, I ended up using more items like I always do. Again, you don't have to. You can play the game fairly well. This gives you checkpoints. So if you were to die, you would have a checkpoint for it. I think it's like after every health bar or something, or probably like after every head you rip off, I think you get a checkpoint for it automatically. And that could actually be, you know, useful. Now, once we've gotten him down here, once he's wasted that attack, he's pretty much... Okay, no, he's not going to fall down that time. Okay. No, wait, no, we have to jump up there. That's right. I keep forgetting all these things. So, yeah, now we get basically the free climax on this one. This one's pretty easy to get going. So, we're going to get a few hits. Now, the odd thing I found out was, like, whenever you do this first slam attack, regardless of the amount of damage you do, you still do damage to him. The second one, you don't, and I don't get that. I hate that. And then, like, the third one, you get the, you know, an extra bit of damage like you did on the first one. So that's both health bars down. Now it's time to go into the final phase of this boss fight. So eventually he'll start getting back up. He can't really do much, you know, attacking-wise. Looks like he can't really attack the feet, unfortunately. So now he's getting really pissed off, and I will say, though, this is still a pretty cool boss for the most part. A lot of the bosses in this game are pretty cool. The one I don't like the most... No, there's two I don't like. There's the one on the water that you have to fight. I hate that one. And then there's... Well, I like his design. I just hate fighting him because it just takes too long. Then there's... God, what the fuck is it? The guy with, like, the tentacles. You know, like the two twisting hands that come out. It's just a weird boss. You fight him, like, almost constantly, and I fucking hate it. I think we fought him before already. Just like a little bit or something. I don't remember. But anyway, now that we're in a different phase, he's going to change up his attacks. So keep that in mind that things are going to be a little bit different here. You obviously have the tentacles that come from the ground, or the tail that comes from the ground. That's a pain in the ass. This is pretty much his main weak spot or main point of getting hit. I don't think there's anywhere else you can really hit at. I think everything else is armored up. So you're stuck in witch time no matter what as well. And that's going to hinder us quite a bit because we have no choice but to just, you know, dodge every attack. Now, granted, dodging every attack's not really going to help out too much because we're not getting witch time or magic out of it. Well, we're getting magic out of it, but we can't use magic for anything anyway. At least that I know of, you know. Maybe like the Umbran attacks or something. Which I think is like back forward punch or back forward kick. Might be like the automatic like Wicked Weave attack. I'm not sure. I was thinking about that this morning when I woke up. I was like, is that it? I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, he likes to switch sides every once in a while. So make sure you dodge that. Just be careful of that. swoops around once, and looks like he swoops around to try to grab you a couple times, which is fairly easy to dodge for the most part. And then I think I got hit because he slammed on the ground. Luckily, the game gives you a opportunity to dodge that. They tell you where he's going to land at, so you're fine with that. For some reason, I guess you can type the feet there, but you can't really do it in the other spot. I don't know. This boss is weird. I don't know where they want me to attack half the time. It's just like, alright, I see something glow and I'm going to hit it. You know, if it's attacking me, I'm going to hit it. That's all I know. Okay, so now he slams there, and then, of course, you get the few hits off him. I think you get... Well, you only get like a few hits, it looks like. You can't really get like a full combo, unfortunately. Now... Of course, just like any other boss, once you knock him down to like that little bit of health, he's just going to drop, and that's it. You have to get the climax on them for that to even work. So this phase is a little bit easier than I think the other one, mainly because he's up close and personal. You don't have to go chase him down to kill him, and that to me is good. You know, I'd rather have that. I forget what medal I get. I think I get like a stone like reward for this because I fucked up so bad. I kept using items, and that's pretty much what hindered my experience with this. Or, you know, it destroyed my ranking like big time. So now we're pretty much done with that boss. Sorry if that wasn't that helpful. Again, you know, I'm more of like the visual kind of guy, so my commentary doesn't really always help out that much. Because to me, in my mind, it's like I already did that, I already know what I'm doing, but I can't exactly explain 100% of everything that's going on, so hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos, and, well, that's the end of Chapter 4, and I'll see you guys in Chapter 5 on Bayonetta on hard difficulty. So, as always, take care, everybody.